Once again, fellow Nigerians, wonderful Nigerians across the globe, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. I am still George Onyebe, and of course, we took our time yesterday, being the Nigerian Independence Day. We traveled across 6 states within 12 hours. And we were actually trying to see how Nigerians feel about the independence we are celebrating. It's not as if we don't know how majority of you feel. We do know, but we check, we want to feel the people at every interval. Unfortunately, or should I say fortunately, most Nigerians are not aggressive about the hardship, about the challenges we are facing. Across these states, their emotion was very stable. From the policeman to the army man to the ordinary civilians to the politicians we came across, their emotion have aligned. And how do they feel about it? We say happy independent. You will hear, the others will say, what are we celebrating? But you see, nobody is harsh. This is evidence that reality is dawning on all of us. Because as they will say, for those of you who are not from Eka, I simply say, this rain that is falling, this rain that is about to fall, is going to beat the big, it's going to beat the small. It's going to beat the mighty, the low, the lofty. Whatever you think you are at the advantage at the moment, you see this rain, all of you rainmaker of one Nigeria, when this rain begins to fall, it will beat all of us. We are aligning gradually for so many reasons, because it looks like we are now able to identify with our struggles and know that whatever we are going through, whether it is good or bad, it is in the hand of Nigerian leadership. And somewhere along the line, we have become an accomplice in the whole of the crime. It is gradually dawning on us because today, Yoruba man cannot instigate Igbo man to fight Hausa. That era of Hausa aligning with Igbo to fight Yoruba, that mentality of trying to drag the majority to be behind you, to carry out your organized crime against other ethnic groups in Nigeria, is dawning on everybody. And so we are gradually aligning. Should I say we're almost confused? Nobody is going to call Tinubu now. But yet, some ignorant ones still want to call Tinubu. Tinubu is the problem. He's still paying. Tinubu is blah blah. Anything you like, call Tinubu. While we were traveling across the states, mark you, it's in a public vehicle. And one of them said, he was addressing the bad road within Asaba Aziz. I said, look at the bad road. Tinubu cannot do this. Tinubu cannot do that. Tinubu do that. I shut that guy up immediately. I said, you don't say that. By now, you have failed to waking up to reality. Maybe they were looking at me as APC man. But I'm neither APC nor PDP. That is how I felt in the past. But in the coming days, I will belong to a political party, and I would not need to tell you because it's not necessary. They were paying attention to what I was saying. I reminded them that this is how they shouted about good luck. Good luck is a woman. Good luck is a man. Good luck is a weak. Good luck is corrupt. From Olusegun Obasanjo to all the supposed social, political elites, stakeholders of Nigeria, from Reverend Ejike Mbaka to Cock to Lizard, everybody was on good luck. And sometimes we begin to ask ourselves simple question: what changed? And now, you have blamed good luck. Even the President of America, Barack Obama, joined them. Good luck has no option. He's a gentleman. He knew what has happened. He didn't lament. He didn't cry. And this is a proof that that man went there to do his best. But his best was not good enough. I'm coming. And I see some of you who are asking Goodluck Ebele Jonathan to come out. Do you people want to kill him? Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. My independent message for you. Please, don't follow them to run any election again in Nigeria. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. We still have people like Shenikon who were less than 6-hour president. They would have made a comeback, but those people understand the game. Shenikon will forever be remembered as one-time Nigerian president. Forget about the name you will call it. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Anybody telling you to run against Tinubu, they want to destroy you. And certainly, they want to destroy the entire South. They want to drag us into this arena of gladiators. We are not part of the arena. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. You have enough that will feed you, even your unborn children. Patient Jonathan wife, advise your husband. Because they will destroy him. I will be here to laugh at him. Because that is the only thing we can do for him if he fails to listen to us. So if Nigerians are glamoring, some ignorant one are telling you, Goodluck should come, we will vote for him. What is going to change? Was Goodluck carrying weightlifting? Has Goodluck been on the athletic field, the gymnastic arena, training? Is it a muscular and a power? It's a game. It's a game. They know, we Nigerians knew, that Goodluck may not be a gladiator. But at least he tried to stand in that arena. He didn't fight to win anybody. He only fought that all of us may win. But this time, you people want to stage manage him. I beg, tell Goodluck Ebele Jonathan to pack his motor. Why did I bring him up? Because we are gradually aligning, very ready to face reality. We are aligning to face reality. And that is exactly why we continue to appeal to the conscience of Nigerians, to pay attention to what is to be and to that which matters to all of us more. And I will start by saying happy independence in arrears. It was yesterday, 65 years on, as an independent nation, what have we achieved? 65 years of independence, having the privilege, the opportunity to become the author of our own destiny. How far have we gone? It's 65 years, and I'm here to remind you that if we don't open our eyes and face reality, in 120 years, we will still be on the same path. But honestly, with people like us, we will not get there. It looks as if we have access to information we should not have access to. But as you know, nobody is infallible. So when God gives you the wisdom of knowledge, he will take away, rather when God gives you the gift of knowledge, he limits how many wisdom you will have. When he gives you the gift of wisdom, he will limit your ability to discern. And when he gives you the ability to discern, nobody knows it all. And that is why you can't be tall. You cannot be short at the same time. You cannot be very plumpy and at the same time very skinny. No, I can't be black and then at the same time I am fair. God created the world in such a way that he can complement all of us. And so today, for us to be able to walk towards the future, which is actually today that we have been waiting for, there are a lot of things we need to know. And that is my simple message for you. For Nigerians to move forward, we must learn to complement each other. And that is the truth. And now let's start from here. We are Nigerians today. It is not by our own making. I would have spent time now to fight the terrorists who create country across Africa, because that is what they are. They can call themselves imperialists. They can call themselves colonial master. Did you not hear all the military leaders who colonized Africa? All of their name was Lord, Lord, Lord. People who couldn't even have good education. Just terrorists. They give them gun, give them backup. And then they are everywhere. Tomorrow they tell you King Leopard, King this one, who this one, this one. All these people are a bunch of Boko Haram in their era. Nothing more, nothing less. Out for conquest. Carrying out inhuman, degrading character mentality across the globe, which is unethical. They are not my concern. I will not blame them, because that should be considered as the moral value of their time, the eras of conquest. We've passed through different dispensations. But we had the privilege to create the Nigeria. I did not choose to be a Nigeria. Somebody made this decision for me. And now why I will not blame them is that it looks like when it comes to the issues and affairs of our life, the most important thing, we don't have the privilege of making certain decisions, but certainly we have the power to shape our way as we through go that path that is choosing on our behalf. And now let me clearly remind you that the same way we did not choose to become Nigeria, it's the same way we came into this world. I did not choose to be an Eka man. You, Igbo man, did not choose to be Igbo man. Yoruba man, please. You are not behind why you are Yoruba man today. Awusa man, you are not responsible for being Awusa, neither Urubu, Ishekiri, whether TV, whether Gwari, whether Nupe, whether Igala. None of you, Oboburati Napa, all of you, Ikwere man, and Yoma people, you were not consulted. And I'm sure if God has called us one by one and say, please choose where you will come from. Somebody like me, I know who would have been my father. And somebody like me, I know the country I would have come from. And let's look at it the other way around. And God threw the number and say, if you pick number 1, you go to America. You pick number 2, you go to Saudi Arabia. You pick number 3, you go to hellfire. Believe me, half of us will die before somebody will be able to pick to be born in America. And so certainly, you are a Nigerian today. Don't kill yourself. You did not choose it. The same way you are a black man. You didn't choose it. Look at the dicey part of it. Look at your parents. They didn't choose you. And you didn't choose them. But the only choice they have is to guide you till you are able to move on. Just look at your parents. Look at yourself, your neighbor's parents. You wish some of them were your father. Some of you who are insulting Tinubu, if you have the privilege to choose Tinubu as your father with his capacity, Sheyi will never be born. No, let's be sincere. And so if Sheyi, the president's son, is privileged through divine influence, and he wakes up one day, his father become a president, he should be humble. He didn't choose that man. And when you wake up at the same time, your father is a poor man who could not afford to pay his house rent, living in an uncompleted building like me. You should be humble. The Bible says time and chance happened to them all. And so becoming who we are today, it's not our choice. But now because I come from a poor home, and so I should die poor, is that what nature says? No. And so because I am born a black man, I should hate myself? Or because I am born a white man under the umbrella of white supremacy, I should intimidate other people, conquer them, allow my sword to be splitting with their blood? No. And this is one truth that will take Nigerian forward. It's 65 years. Those of you who have joined the group of Bob Marley and Wailers, if you don't open your eyes, you're going to wail very well, because it has just begun. But I'm happy as we are looking at what is to come regarding Nigeria, everybody is waking up. And so in life, ultimately, there are 7 questions you must demand and answer, whether regarding to spiritual matters or physical matter biological matter or technological matter, as far as it is concerned, the issues and affairs of life, there are 7 questions you should always ask yourself. The W question: who, when, where, what, why, and so on. These questions require that you ask yourself this question in every given instant. And by the time you answer yourself genuinely, believe me, you cannot be stranded. And so we should ask ourselves as Nigeria, when did all this hopelessness start? When? If you know when Nigerian problem started, you will not run your mouth. Let's look at the when. When Nigeria was created, the Yoruba did not hate the Igbo man. The Igbo man did not hate the Hausa man. In fact, I can confidently tell you that the Igbo and the Yoruba, based on how they are positioned themselves, are more in love than the Hausa. Because somewhere along the line, they could tolerate themselves. But based on the Islamic mentality, the Hausa consider the Igbo man and the Yoruba man, of course you know what I mean, as infidel. They can only tolerate them. Despite the fact that it was easy for Yoruba and Igbo to align, the Hausa people were not biased. They were observants. That is what I call them. And so people like Tafawa Balewa was there, people like Ahmadu Bello was there, and people like Obafemi Awolowo was there, people like Aguiyi Ironsi, Zik, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe was there, leading from this front. There were other people there who were actually sidelined. But let's look at these 3 Wazobia. They were good. The Yoruba loved Igbo people. They loved Awolowo, loved Azikiwe more than they love Awolowo. But then, something happened that Obafemi Awolowo saw tomorrow. And that is all this shenanigan you are seeing today. He pulled back from the Igbo people and went to play ethnic card. Because Awolowo did what he did for one simple reason ultimately. Because what he saw was that if Yoruba present is not fed in the creation, in the formation of our one Nigeria, Yoruba will be consumed. The only way to make sure Yoruba is not consumed is to run on the offense. They felt the impact of his offense, that he was charged for treason. Remember, he told you, Nigeria is like oil and water. They cannot mix. He was locked up in Enugu, calling him names. So when Nigeria started, they were not enemy. When they were fighting for independence, nobody was insulting themselves. Nobody is Ajokuta Mamomi. Nobody is Onyofe Mano. And certainly, nobody was Inyamere. And because Obafemi Awolowo had the temerity, the boldness, the confidence to speak out and antagonize Azikiwe, Azikiwe pulled out from the Yoruba and Igbo alliance and then fall back to Hausa people. To them, the Hausa was not ready. But they are good learners. Nnamdi Azikiwe romanced the Hausa people. They joined him, thinking he will win Yoruba. But this is the switch. At the end of all the political manipulation, Tafawa Balewa became the prime minister. Nnamdi Azikiwe wanted to react upon all my labor and effort. They said, Oga, calm down. Calm down. Let's compensate you. They made him a ceremonial president, only for him to discover that he does not have any say. He's just a photocopy, audio president. They have to fight the Hausa. They cannot win the confidence and trust of the Yoruba people. But they have to move on. In less than 3 years of independence, some promising youths of Nigeria allow themselves to be used. Those of you allowing yourself to be used, you are doing Igbo unity, you are doing Biafra, it will dawn on all of you because we already know the truth. Remember, we just see when Nigeria started, it was not like this. And so let us ask, what changed? What really happened? In less than 3 years of independence, if you look at the picture of Tafawa Balewa, you will know that that man is a good man. Some people, goodness cannot be hidden. I don't trust Ahmadu Bello. If I look at Ahmadu Bello, I've studied his picture, his biography. He's a very jovial man. And these people who laugh too much, all these comedians, go to their house. You will see if you do anyhow, you get anyhow. You see all these comedians, basket man to them, all these your comedians. If you get to their house, you will be shocked. They don't laugh with their children, their wife. They are stone-faced cold, very strict people. And that is how I see somebody like Ahmadu Bello. He's a jovial person. He's always laughing. There are things he said about Igbo, said about Yoruba, said about everybody. Most of these things were not actually said out of hatred. It was just like taunting Awolowo, taunting Igbo people, taunting everybody, and he will be laughing. But I say, I don't trust him. Not because he has done anything wrong, I know. But he was not in charge of Nigeria. I'm talking about the person who was in charge of Nigeria. What really happened? That in less than 3 months, some promising Nigerian youth came out to tell you, these politicians are criminals. We have to wipe them, all of them out. And then you have Ifajuna. And then you have Ademo Yega, Ademo Bogu, Ademo Gonguru. And then you have the one they say is Chukwuma Nzogo, to mention but a few. They now said, let us kill all these leaders. They are corrupt. I need you to check that the same time they were planning to kill all these leaders, the same thing was happening in Ghana. The same thing was happening almost every country in West Africa. What really happened? No. Have you wondered what really happened that they decide to kill these people? How many years have they ruled? How much would they have stolen within these 3 years? And don't forget, within these 3 years, Nigerian currency is higher than all the currency in the world, except in fact, more than the pounds. Because the pounds have to depend solely on Naira, because we use pounds and shillings there. So what really happened? Which money did these people see? The same way they carried out political cleansing in Ghana, that was what they did here. And they killed the Sadwana of Sokoto. They killed the Prime Minister Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. They gunned down all the Hausa people. And they gunned down most Yoruba, the remaining Yoruba elite ran away. But you see the Igbo, they did not touch anyone. The Igbo take over power. What really happened in the Igbo? No, what really happened? I would have asked Chukwuma Nzogo, tell us the truth. If these people were privileged to sit before us and tell us the whole truth, the absolute truth, and nothing but the truth, I know most of you will be begging the entire Nigerian to forgive your ancestors. Because the people who caused this problem, they have now become ancestors. So. In less than 3 years. Now check money each president steal in 8 years. And you are not killing them again. No, are you not going to kill them again? Or they deceive on ourselves. But for the future generation of Nigerians, they will drag you into what you know nothing about. They will rip off your emotion. And of course, we are hungry. We are in pain, demoralized, and you will react. We are the watchmen. You will not see us coming. But we will put you where you belong to. Don't let them fool you. Let me digress. You see, lately, Sowore is running mad. And I thank God, since we advise very dark man, he's using his brain. This is how they use Chukwuma Nzogo. This is how they use Ademo Yewa Adegwaluga. Forgive me, make I not bite my tongue trying to pronounce that man's name, but at least you know who I'm talking about. This is how they use the Fajuna. And each time you go closer and you know what they are doing, they call you bad name. Who does that? Sowore now is jumping up and down. He hid his children in America. A country governed by law and order. Built by principle on the blood of the guilt and the innocent people. He hides them there. And he's coming to tell you revolution now. Wike stole money. Wike steal money. Make una gather, make we steal Wike. Make we kill Wike. Sowore. Is it Deji they call him? All of you are not a good example for Nigerians to follow. This is my independent message to all of you. And we can now steal money. We can now do this one. We can now do this one. We can, all of you, including Sowore, you Sowore, a German, all of you, it will dawn on you. Destroy Wike. I think you are done with good luck. Good luck is a lazy man. Good luck is you don't know they are changing you. Look at you. No, look at very dark man. He's not telling us what is happening in Edo. He want to be Nigerian youth. Una no get sense. On the expense of who? And most of you are hypering him. Yeah, it's true. Wike still. Yeah, because Wike is enemy of Ndigbo. All this conspiracy, we already know the beginning and the end. But anytime we put our eye on you, you will lose your career. Once we know what you are doing, you are intentionally doing it, not caring for the future of the next generation of our people, we will destroy your career for you. You think it's about the view here? We are talking to people across Nigeria and they are listening. We are not looking for your validation. We are not looking for your support. Because what will be, will be. We only have to be saying this truth. And men are waking up. How much did Wike steal? I thought Tinubu is a drug lord. No, tell me now, who is Angel in Nigeria? Emefiele now have stolen money, but yet Abacha loot, we are still recovering it. Why are you people doing this? The same thing that started the problem of Nigeria, you people are still sustaining it. If you want to save Nigeria at this instance, allow Tinubu to finish his 8 years. Prepare your energy to look at who is going to come after Tinubu 8 years. Anything you are going to do, mark my word, it is counterproductive. You are not going anywhere because you will still repeat this cycle of misery. And believe me, we are not going to be here forever. And I can only wish and pray that in future, they will say when people like this began to do something like this, and that was when something good like this came into our life. People fought, bled, and died for America to be where they are today. Though some of them's names are erased from history, but posterity is judging all of them again because everything that is hidden from us, they're now gradually coming on. They are making an effort to rewrite history, but it is too late for all of them. This is the era of knowing, no more believing. We are not believing your bullshit. We are knowing your actions. And so 65 years on, we are still playing the same game. When you see me, every time I talk Iboma, because Igbo people are the ones who want to upset the balance now. But they don't want to see it. When you talk about the issue of Igbo coup, they say it's Igbo coup because Chukwuma Nzogo is Igbo man. But Chukwuma Nzogo is not Igbo man. And when we tell them, we Eka people are not Igbo, they say, yes, you are speaking Igbo name. You are speaking, answering Igbo name. You speak Igbo language. But this is a blatant lie. Because it depends on the Igbo that is saying this thing anyway. For instance, some Igbo people say they migrate from Israel. Children of Abraham. And the last time I checked, Abraham of the Bible was not speaking Biake Kime. Abraham was not speaking that. He spoke Aramaic and Hebrew. And so Igbo people, where did you get the language, those of you who come from Israel? Oh, you throw Abraham language away. You now form your own. If that is it, I agree. But be humble that it is a Yoruba man now Samuel Ajayi Crowther that teach you the Igbo. So it doesn't belong to you. It's only Yoruba people that can now, based on what Samuel Ajayi Crowther do, and say, yes, you are Yoruba people. And I will agree. After all, Samuel Ajayi Crowther teach us. Because their bone of contention now is that we answer Igbo name, we speak Igbo language, we are Bia people, but they know the truth. The same problem that brought Nigeria on her heel. They are still promoting it today. I ask Igbo people, those of you who come from Abraham Lyons, Hebrew people, was Abraham speaking Kekime, Kedu, and I no get sense. Let's assume it's true, you are Abraham children. Something changed. And if we say today, we migrated from the ancient Benin Empire, and we're not speaking Benin, can't you accept that something changed and respect us and compliment us? Because the only people playing on the offense now in Nigeria, under umbrella of Wazobia, because that is where the foundation of the problem of Nigeria is laid. It's Igbo people, this one that call themselves Biafra. This is how they pump it, because Nnamdi Azikiwe could not be in command, in control of Nigeria. Remember that time they have created a group across West Africa, underground military young men who were saying they are Pan-Africanists. No wonder it didn't work. And so he thought he could control Nigeria. And this is the only way to explain why all the Hausa politicians were brought down. These people, Hausa people, were not like this. Unfortunately, we are calling Hausa. No Hausa man is involved in this problem. It's Fulani now. It is only Tafawa Balewa that is the true Hausa man that has been in that colosseum, that political arena created by the imperialists for all these political gladiators. They switched them. But yet you say Hausa Fulani. But being specific, you see where this problem is coming from. Today, we are eager. We want Nigeria to change. We want a better nation. We have not lost hope. We continue believing that way. And that is why we are here. And somebody came out and outlined all the problem of Nigeria, and which is true. Somewhere along the line, he understands that these things will always boomerang. He capitalized on the few information he has about the system. He started blackmailing everybody. We were not there to blackmail anybody. For instance, I'm not here to insult you. I'm not here to talk down on you. I can never tell you that I'm better than you. And certainly I don't want you to tell me you are better than me. I just want to compliment you. They say dogs play with their teeth. But here they don't wound each other. Because one have to fall for another. And then the other one will fall. You don't know who is winning. They're complementing each other. If I were here now, I will show you videos of my dogs in their own section. You see small dog charging ahead of a very big dog. The big dog will jump up and fall. The small dog will hold the dog, bite it, and then the big one will tumble it again. That is the same thing lion do. So the strength of a man is not measured by the outburst of anger or your manipulative attitudes. It is your ability to contain, to manage everything around you. And I'm talking about Nnamdi Kanu here. He needed to create a platform. Let's get attention of the people in power. He succeeded. And then money came. When money came, that mentality of Azikiwe come on top of Nnamdi Kanu. All of a sudden, he became a supreme leader. Before, he was a humble leader, a man whiter than white. Anyana Atuase. We are children of the Most High. Check his language in those era of deception. And check his language when he become supreme leader. I know I'm a very powerful man. I control over 200 million people across the world. I can have anywhere destroyed that I want to destroy. I can have anybody killed. I can take life when I want to take life. Let us clap for him. He became a God. The life you didn't give. We knew he was out of order. They have started planning games. Most of you, I call you idiots. You don't know. You are jumping up and down. We are Igbo. Okay, we have been there. Okay, I am from here. I'm Igbo. They will come for all of you. Remove your body for these Jewish people who say they are now Nigeria. These Igbo people from Israel. Remove body for them. Because then go wound you. They decide to create a group to be fighting Nigeria politically. Today we articulation. The other day they obituarialization. Now, what did they call themselves last? Obedient. Now they are trying to do coalition. I think when I don't turn coalition now, maybe not they deceive on themselves. They have the wings fighting, bringing about political unrest in Nigeria. And then they have another group doing unity. Are we quarreling? If anybody has insulted any tribe, as far as this Igbo unity is concerned, it is Igbo people. I still have the video of Nnamdi Kanu coming to say, what kind of Anyoma nonsense is that? And that was because I knew what he knew. And I mobilized Anyoma people. And we created Anyoma Defense under Anyoma People's Forum. We look into what was going on and they saw it's true. We are not here to make noise. We are intact. We are in Anyoma land. We try to register it with the CAC. But for a reason best known to them, they refuse us. The same way we have a lot of articles to publish on the newspapers. They will re-edit it to suit the agenda of Wazobia. It's okay, but in our own little way, we are telling our people the truth. I still have the video of Nnamdi Kanu. Because some of you, if I curse you, you go reach your body. You say, I'm not because you are brainless. On Radio Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu say, what kind of Anyoma nonsense is that? My people are nonsense. And you are uniting with nonsense people. They are in your communities using drugs to destroy your children. They are in your community doing all sorts of evil. And at the end, they have people they are sponsoring on social media. They will soon come and insult me. They will counter me. They have created a rallying point for themselves. How wish is to protect themselves. I don't have problem there. Because Yoruba is playing a defensive game now. Hausa is playing, securing the one they have acquired. Igbo is trying to scatter everywhere. And this is the bitter truth. But no matter what you do, based on your experience, your exposure, extensive knowledge, because of who you think you are in Nigeria today, Wazobia, my brother. Kwademe ijelu, kwademe ijelu. Nisha wakwole nyo ne mwakole nyo, ibijeko ijelu. Nisha wakwole yo ne mwakole yo, ibijeko ijelu. No. We will sink deeper into this pit of despair. No. We will entangle the next generation more than we can anticipate. If you think we will allow you sell the next generation of our people under our watch, you lie. We're building a rallying point. A lot of people are coming. And if we cannot align, identify with purpose and reason why we are gathered, the platform will not move. But the numbers are coming up. It is not to gossip. I don't gossip. I tell you what you need to know. And I watch you how you react. And that determines where we go to from the next stage. Somewhere along the line, somebody have to speak for all of us. And so, 65 years old, the only way forward for us as Nigeria is to complement one another. Remember how I started this discussion. It does not matter whether you are minority. Some ethnic groups exist within the context of an idea of one Nigeria, and you don't know they exist. That should be in the early 90s as a missionary to Adamawa State. We discover a community in Adamawa State. They call it Mubi Hill. I don't know if they started dressing up. Right here in Nigeria. A community is there. They are naked. Their life is different from our life. If you are from Adamawa State, you should know that in the 90s, because I've not been there after that time, we established a branch of church there. We showed them clothes for the first time. They were naked, living normal. In fact, there is a community in Bayelsa that is still doing like that today. They wear clothes, but they prefer to naked. An island in Bayelsa. I've been there. I've said it in one of my broadcasts. And the brother from Bayelsa who took me there said, as we approach this island, we see naked women, old and young. He said, don't notice them. It's their way of life. Don't laugh at them. Pretend you didn't see them. And when we came down to that island, I'm talking about Bayelsa. See breasts, see packaging, all of them raw. I know you. But what is the name of those community people? But they are still there. They are not disturbing anybody. But these people know something you don't know. Remember, there was a ship that sank somewhere. If you Google it, you will see it. And somebody was under the sank ship for more than close to 2 weeks. He didn't die. You don't know there are some of us river don't kill. You don't know there are some of us river don't kill. But you don't know. They are naked tribe. They are tribe that don't have sense. And you want Nigerians to be great. And you cannot compliment each other. Knowing that a big man cannot repair his chamber. If Tinubu chamber spoil now, in sock away, in toilets, whether they use digester or not, that place Tinubu they shit. If it spoil now, Tinubu and his entire family no go fit repair am. So then go they shit for floor. They will need a plumber. And so the plumber is not educated. Why not say, oh, young man, you're welcome. And this is the problem. And when he's done with his job, though you are paying that plumber, compliment that plumber. You will see, when you call that plumber, he will run to attend to you. And so the problem of Nigeria today is that we don't compliment each other. We want to dominate each other. And yet they will tell you, oh, we can steal money. Oh, how about people are this one? Oh, this one is this one. Oh, they know what they are doing. Very soon, our studio will be ready. We will open for debate. And so we can clear the air from across board. And that time you will see how people react. You will see their true nature. All these people deceiving you. Spending money coming to my village to tell me I'm Igbo. If I say I'm Igbo, take it that I'm Igbo. Try and find out the why. Why did these people say they are Igbo? Or why did these people say they are not Igbo? So whether they are Igbo or they are not Igbo, what they need to do is to complement one another. Check the European nations. Somewhere along the line, they knew they come from the same place. Somewhere along the line, something went wrong. But they have to complement each other. Imagine one of the smallest countries in the world, Vatican City. A country inside another country. They're complementing each other. Italy didn't say, no, we cannot be country outside country, because they are complementing each other. They know that the Vatican City is a home of information bigger than this world. And they have their link across the globe. Destroy the Vatican City, you will destroy many information about this world. This world will not remain the same again. The people of Rome may not be benefiting directly from it today. But somewhere along the line, let it be. Somebody would have demolished Venice. But for some reason, let it be there. We can go on and on and on and on. In the case of Nigeria, we are all different ethnic groups, different ethical behavior, different way and approach to life. All we can do is complement one another. For instance, Nigeria is run on the misery of the minority. I saw a video online where some Benin youth went to protest in the palace of the Oba of Benin. They call it peaceful protest. They were begging the Oba of Benin that now that they have discovered a huge amount of oil in Benin, Edo State, that the government should know how they handle their resources. It must be used for the overall benefit of the people, or else they are ready for anything that will happen. No? I actually don't like that guy's body language, because this is not the time we come and be threatening anybody. Anything you want to do, do it. Because you're threatening people, it doesn't make sense. Because at the end, you may not be able to do that. Because the last time I checked, whatever the Benin people have, remain with them. You don't have outside Benin people, you know, get outside person who go defend you. Be calming down, oh. But why did I bring it up? The oil in Bayelsa. Nigeria is siphoning the money. The oil in Delta, the oil in Cross River, the oil in River State, the place they have said they have discovered oil. Nobody is benefiting from it. But there are people stealing gold in Zamfara. There are people in different northern states mining all these precious stones, from zinc to iron to gold to silver to diamond, and they are selling it, and they are telling us that it's Boko Haram. The gold we have in Nigeria, please. Why is it doesn't reflect from the National Assembly? I understand South Africa have the highest gold mine in the world. But if we begin to focus our energy on our gold, believe me, you will shock that South Africa don't have anything. Is that not where they generate their money? Let us assume Oyibo people, one of the reasons they came to Nigeria was because of the coal in Enugu. Is there no coal again? Has coal become useless? Can't we alternate the use of the coal? And so today, Nigeria is not complementing the minority. Because if they wanted to complement, the money they get from all the resources, they will bring it together. Yoruba benefit from the seaport. They are not bringing that money to give to us, but they send it to the federal government. At the end of the day, from the federal government, they get almost 60% of what they give. So they are not losing. We don't have anything, because everything we have belongs to federal government. To capital, our land belongs to federal government. Who is this federal government? Your governor. Your governor is the federal government, because they are the only person now who can stop the federal government from taking your land. And who is the federal government? It is you, the people, that put the federal government. And what they say, that is how it's going to be. And so they use this power to bamboozle all of us, disorganize all of us. Not because they hate us, not because they feel what they are doing is the right thing, but because they must clinch to power. Because it's a lucrative business, very enticing, very sweet. But if we were complementing one another, and every leader think that, yes, we need to pay attention everywhere, Nigeria will not be like this. Let me tell you, there are communities in Nigeria today now that on a daily basis, over 5,000 people die of HIV because there is no drug. And they can't afford it. We're trying to know what the people's problems are. And some of them who are alive, they have to buy this drug about 10,000 to 12,000 a cup. But then, what do you expect them to do? When they see how they die, they will improvise. They are now running to your cities. They will give it to all of you. Run away with your children. Don't come back. For those of you playing with the health sector, very soon you will see disease that don't have name. But you allocate billions for furniture, for your newspaper. That is not complementing. We used to have the eras of leaders who are not interested in acquiring properties. I know one of them, Ambrose Ali, a one-time governor of Bende State. When he died, and a shaman, nowhere to bury him. Would you people believe that? Nowhere to bury him. But yet this man was arrested and locked up that he stole Nigerian money. They leave him on the condition that he went blind in the prison. And for the rest of his life, he was a blind man. He didn't steal money, but they say he stole money. Almost 70% of everything we have in Bendel State was the handwork of Ambrose Ali. Complementing one another. It's not about flattering anybody. It's about appreciating them sincerely. All the community that host the oil company, you people are trying. We understand the damage done to your environment, and the government will try and see what they can do. Ogoni clean up done the day now, 100 years. Then born me, I begin here Ogoni clean up. Cancer who don't die because of Ogoni clean up. Buhari don't approve Ogoni clean up. Tinubu wants to talk of Ogoni clean up. A will that will never be. And so this is the time to complement one another. A lot of things will come up. I read an article online to tell you in its short terms what it means to complement. A man hated the wife because he feel my wife is useless. My wife don't respect me. I need to push this woman away. He was just counting on day. End of this month, I will issue her divorce. Let everybody go their way. And then God did something according to that article. It's a story anyway. And the man came back from work one day and heard the wife having a conversation with her friend in the room. And the friend was saying, why don't you think you have to tell your husband that you have a cancer? Now you know you are not going to live very long again. And the woman responded and said, no, I will not tell him. It will not change anything. Now that I know I have few days to survive, let me just see the best I can help him and let me go without extending the pain and sorrow to him. The man was shocked. So this woman I want to divorce have cancer and she didn't say it. And the man walked in, looked at the wife, and they greeted her and moved in. Then before he turned, the wife's friend has run away. The man chose not to ask the wife, but start looking at the wife in the face. He noticed the wife is becoming pale. Somewhere the woman is stressful. The woman went prepare food, gave him. The woman did the normal thing she was doing. And the man was like, this woman get cancer. He won't die. She still dey wash my clothes. She still feeding me. No. The next morning, before the woman woke up, the man went to the kitchen, washed the plate, prepared food for the woman, and said, honey, let's go to work. He became a friend of the wife. And the wife was like, what come over my husband? The divorce paper now, the man thought the divorce paper, because after all, the woman was going to die. Why would I do that? No need for the divorce. She started supporting the woman and said, okay, if this woman will have to die in 3 months' time, this 3 months' time, let me show her the love she can never imagine. The man was there for the woman. The woman's skin began to glow. The woman began to look very beautiful. The family now came together. The man began to compliment the woman. And the woman began to appreciate what has happened to my husband. And then a day came, the man came from work. And the friend came and said, that our drama is next Sunday. Let us rehearse. That was when the man knew that the wife did not have cancer after all. It was a play, a drama they want to act in the church. But the man has learned whether the wife was behaving anyhow or normal. He knew he has a role to play to make love live in that family. And that is just my simple way of telling you how to complement one another. Because if I want to stop there, I will not live here today. So Nigerians, learn to complement one another. Look on social media now. If I do one broadcast, I begin to curse Yoruba people. Yoruba people are Ofanja. Yoruba people are wicked. Yoruba people are this. Yoruba people are that. Watch them. They are not happy. But before you see Yoruba person that will tell me you are an idiot, get out. Watch that Yoruba person is a crossbreed. Because ordinary Yoruba will be looking at you. They want to know, what thing they do this one? But watch now. I say, oh, Igbo don't have sense. Igbo don't have sense. You begin to hear Akpamonege, Otonege, Igbo Nyara, Widman, you are idiot. Even if I just say Igbo, don't curse them. Oh. And these are the people who are crying. They are marginalizing us. Oh. They are hating us. Oh. They want us. Oh. We are this one. Oh. And I'm sure if I begin to curse Hausa people, they won't even talk to me. Just come and do it. They are waiting for you. But ordinarily, we're not supposed to compliment one another. Look at Tinubu. Look at the person that is attacking Tinubu more. Since Atiku didn't win, I think he calmed down. Has P2B calmed down? He's that Nigerian spokesman. P2B now is our very dark man. P2B now is our Showore. These people, look at their body language. Like those people uniting Igbo, look at their body language. Gradually now, they are trying to fight for release of Nnamdi Kanu. These are people doing Igbo unity. Oh, when they not talk while uniting the Igbo now, they are championing the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And I no get sense. Fellow Nigerians, go and talk to your people. Create a platform, let us compliment one another. But if you begin to run on this very mindset behind Wazobia, that is where I bring the broadcast to an end. Happy Independence once again in area. Nigeria is here to stay. You have to deal with it. And if it will change in the nearest future, we will create a platform where everybody will have a say in what we are going to change into. And just like you know, our fathers may be poor, but it's our choice to remain poor or to change, swim against the tide, and be rich. And if we are rich, it's our choice to spread this wealth so everybody can be happy. Or maybe we have to kill everybody. Let's see if you and your family can leave this world alone. I'm George Onyibi, and we'll see you tomorrow. Have a nice day.